Alright, my boys, so it's been a week or so since I uploaded my last video, like anything really, of any content that I posted on my YouTube channel. Very recently, I got the platinum for two Insomniac games, one being Marvel Spider-Man 2,
Well, we finally got the platinum, my boys.
and the other, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart.
Yes, we finally got the platinum. Oh, baby.
And I'm gonna make a video talking about the next Ratchet and Clank game coming in 2029 apparently because of the Insomniac leak that happened last year, one of the biggest data breaches and hacks in gaming history, which sounds like a flex, but really is bad news if you take into consideration. But we're not talking about that. Today we're going to be talking about the next report that I was going to make a video, but I need to take a couple days off because not only was the Mike Tyson fight another thing I got to bear with, like just take in, but also like take a rest too because I've been out of town hanging out with my family and also taking time for myself because I was burnt out on top of that. So me recording a video isn't really a good mix. So instead I started streaming, which is a lot easier. All you have to do is press a button to start streaming and that's it. So with all that aside, I'm going to be talking about the Xbox multi-platform update that Phil Spawn. See, like, even though I rested a lot of the time, I still could not say words correctly. That Phil Spencer, Sarah Bond, okay, Phil Spawned. What's happening? I'm gonna forget. I'm putting that in the video. That Phil Spencer, Sarah Bond, and Matt Booty have been very public about since February of this year. And naturally, I'm curious as to what is this gonna be. Xbox officially goes multi-platform, and new announcement we never thought we'd see. I miss Xbox 360 era. Okay, should have said I miss the Xbox 360 era, but okay. That's just one of the reactions the new Xbox announcement has triggered. Its continued bid to prove that Xbox is a state of mind rather than just a single console. Xbox has launched a campaign that boasts about its multi-platform capabilities. Craig McNary, Xbox Senior Director of Marketing, spoke of how the ad showcases the evolution of Xbox, quote unquote. This is an Xbox invites people to play with Xbox across multiple devices and screens, they explained. It showcases the evolution of Xbox as a platform that extends across devices with bold, iconic, fun visuals and a light-hearted tone. The idea that your Xbox can be any device is a nice one, but doesn't actually work as a way to improve engagement and reach. If we assume every device is an Xbox, is there a need for the new console that's been revealed? Ultimately, you get to decide. Now, this is talking about the ad that came out a couple weeks ago or a couple days ago, where it was like your phone is an Xbox, your computer is an Xbox, your tablet is an Xbox, where anything that's connected to Microsoft, basically, you could play Xbox games on like your phone, on probably like the Steam Deck or something. This comment saying from 360 era to this, what the F happened, asked by Ad Kaisen 10 in the campaign's YouTube comments. As far as many of the gamers who've taken the time to post are concerned, Xbox has lost its way. User at Aben776 remarked on this very issue saying Xbox has lost its identity. Quote unquote, the Xbox I knew died a long time ago, at Mr. J lamented. Okay, that's kind of like a pun into it. Microsoft hasn't been quiet about its quest to branch out and bring more of its exclusive to other platforms. At this point, it's fair to say that this is the publisher's vision for the future of the brand. We can't see this in the quiet teaser. Elderscrolls 6 will be released on PlayStation as one sign of many. Even if the above example is proven to be inaccurate, the fact that it could happen highlights how different the Xbox of today is from the one of the past. And yeah, I feel like that's a point that should be more talked about because back then Xbox was supposedly seen as the rival console for PlayStation, but really there was no form of console wars for the whole 20 years that Xbox has been alive. All right, the whole console wars thing was just made was basically a myth. It was all fake. It was made by the obsessive fans of both PlayStation and Microsoft, and sadly, including the fans of Nintendo. There was really no competition. There was really focusing on what games to please their consumers as time passes by and to upgrade their hardware and their merchandise as the future, rolls on. And with the month of November that's coming to a close in the next week, and with the summer coming around the corner, no pun intended, because no November is also almost over, the internet holiday that's been created on Reddit, and we're highly likely to see a PlayStation State of Play on December 4th, apparently. Now, I say apparently or allegedly because those are just rumors that I found on the internet, so don't take my word. Take it as a grain of salt. However, we should be on the lookout if there ever is going to be a PlayStation State of Play for next month. Now, I did take a look at the article where Elder Scrolls 6 could potentially go to PlayStation 5, with the title of it being The Elder Scrolls 6 PlayStation 5 release quietly teased. Seeking suspicions have all but been confirmed with this subtle teaser. The merits and disadvantages of The Elder Scrolls 6 being released on PlayStation can and will be discussed at length. Yet, all that talk won't stop it from happening. According to Xbox's Phil Spencer, there's quote-unquote no red lines that cannot be crossed. During an interview with Bloomberg, Spencer touched upon the controversial subject of essentially doing away with console exclusive. Quote, I do not see sort of red lines in our portfolio that say, quote-unquote, thou must not, Spencer remarked. While this isn't definitive proof that the next Bethesda RPG will launch on PlayStation 5, Spencer's words certainly don't attempt to quell those rumors either. In fact, one could argue it only further fuels the fire. Either way, Spencer doesn't intend to give away any fully fledged plans for Xbox's future. That said, he did comment on wanting to be in the market to acquire more publishers like Xbox did with Activision. Even though Spencer believes Xbox has never quote-unquote been more healthy, the idea of losing console exclusives like the Elder Scrolls 6 is going to cause tension. What is more, it'll likely disappoint the fans who looked forward to lauding, if I'm saying that correctly, this exclusive over PS5 players. Disappointment, though, is a recurring emotion with TES6, the Elder Scrolls 6 fandom, but the trailer has left them more disheartened than ever. With how fans have mercilessly roasted the way the Elder Scrolls 6 have been handled, we can expect them to behave in kind about this latest teaser as well. At least we can take comfort in the knowledge that the next Elder Scrolls installment is happening. It just might not be as we imagined nor launch as we'd expected. Too many complicated emotions in the days to come. The console wars may soon become a thing of the past, thankfully. Yeah, because it's been created by the super fans of PlayStation and Xbox, and The Elder Scrolls 6 might be one of the games that signal its end. So basically, to sum up the whole trailer, it was essentially a bunch of rumors that The Elder Scrolls 6 could potentially go to PlayStation, with the words of Phil Spencer saying that there are no red lines of what Xbox exclusive can and cannot go to PlayStation, what I meant to say, which naturally it makes sense because you're trying to understand what is the game plan that Phil Spencer is trying to be vocal about, trying to, I guess, pour out for other fans to understand, and the mindset that Xbox is going with. And naturally, I feel like the Xbox fans should be upset with what Xbox exclusive they want to stay on the Xbox, but with the no red lines that he sees of what can and cannot go to PlayStation, it does fuel to fire. Alright, and I won't lie about that. And even though it may seem as a benefit for other Xbox games that other PlayStation players or other Xbox players, like, partially, I'm not saying the whole fandom, but partially want them to go to PlayStation, that way the PlayStation fans don't want them to feel left out, it's still not going to end the whole charade and the whole backlash that Phil Spencer is getting with this whole multi-platform update and business practice that they've been public about. So with all that being said, I'll be seeing you all later with my next video talking about the potential Kingdom Hearts remake and the Mr. Beast interview, even though I haven't watched it because I really don't feel like watching 4 hours of the same problem that Mr. Beast has been dealing with for the third quarter of 2024, like, naturally speaking, okay? The third quarter of 2024 was probably the hardest that Mr. Beast had to endure for his career, like, his whole life, all right? And I will make a video about that right after I'm done with this one. So I guess with all that being said, thank you so much for watching, and with my ongoing campaign of hoping that Ori goes to PlayStation in order to revive the series, I also did reach out to YouTubers if they can make an Ori YouTubes, and they haven't responded to me yet. So I'm gonna link the tweet in the description for you guys to support that, for that to gain traction and to spread awareness. It's more of sending a message. I really care about this game, even though I haven't played the games naturally because I'm still waiting for it to go to PlayStation. But either way, I feel like this game deserves a lot more of a spotlight than what it gotten back in 2015 and 2020. I've finished talking. That's all I gotta say. This is Wolf.Gray. If you want to see the playlist of me hoping for Ori going to PlayStation, there's like over 50 videos I've been doing for the past 2 years. And I'll see you all later. See ya.